Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Stott and I'm the Emperor of Stomaria. Today I want to give a progress report for Southwood, a Stomarian province. Now my job today is going to be principally focused on the rhubarb. So now that it has all died back, I am going to clear out these beds and chuck the leaves and the stems on the compost heap, on the compost bins. And for those who have been following us, you'll know that we planted these earlier on in 2024, but we were told that if we left them for the first year, so we didn't harvest them for the first year, we would yield larger crops in the years to follow. And so that is the plan. So in 2025, once these hopefully grow back, we will be able to benefit from even larger yields of rhubarb, which we can utilize to advance our objectives, to either sell and raise revenue, or to actually eat, or in some way utilize ourselves. So that is the plan on that front. The raspberries are still going strong, but I suspect they will be dying back before too long. It is currently the end of October and is going to be soon well into the winter months, and everything here is just going to die back. I do forget sometimes how much I hate being in the woods during the winter months. It's just wet and dingy, and there's leaves all over my lovely new path, which is going to have to get raked up, so it'll be another job today. But one of the main reasons that I'm here today, aside from the rhubarb, is that I'm actually going to be having a video call with a tree surgeon who is going to be taking down these pine trees. Now, we're going to have this done in March because that is actually the earliest time that this particular gentleman is available. But assuming that the video call goes well and he's happy to come down and actually do the job, we should hopefully, by the end of March, have at least a few of these trees taken down. So I'm going to take some video footage of it, as well as having a video call with him, just to make sure he knows what he's up against. He's not local to the area, so I just want to make sure that he's fully aware of what the plan is and what trees are supposed to be coming down. And aside from that, there isn't a huge amount going on, frankly. King Raoul of Wayward has been indisposed for the last month or so because of an injury that he sustained while putting up an owl box, of all things. But the duck pen that was down here is now all gone. So that was a bit of a painful job because all the wire, all the mesh was underneath the mud. God, that is a very loud plane. Sorry, just distracted. It must be very, very low down. I've never heard one quite that loud in this neck of the woods. But yeah, gosh, sorry about that. Don't know how loud that was for you guys, but for me, it was very, very loud indeed. So the plan going forward will be to take out the rest of this brush, the bushes, some of the smaller trees perhaps. We're going to try to leave the oak trees if we can. Take out the rhododendron or manage it in some way. And we're going to be pushing back here a little bit to utilize the space, because for those that don't know, this land actually goes all the way to the back there. You can probably just about see the cars. Yeah, there you go. So the road is actually all the way down there, whereas up this way is obviously Southwood, and of course where I'm standing is Wayward South, which is a province of the Empire, but it is governed by Wayward. But yes, this is just going to be a very, very brief update. Yes, and then the ongoing battle of the rubbish. This isn't happening nearly as quickly as I wanted to, and it very rarely does. But we are very slowly, painfully pulling things out and getting rid of, either getting rid of, burning, or recycling, disposing of these bits and bobs, the last vestiges really of what was here before. And then once it's cleaned out, it's going to be literally some compost bins, shed, and produce. But trying to keep everything minimalistic here is the game plan. And yeah, as you can see, all the rubbish up there still to go. But again, because Raoul was injured, things have been delayed quite significantly. Now, the only other thing I wanted to discuss was this tree. So as you can see, this tree has fallen over. I can probably get a better angle if I go around, actually. There we go. So this tree, this pine tree, was one of the trees that was due to be taken down by the tree surgeon. And when I talk about dead and dying trees in the woodland that need to be taken out, this is what I'm talking about. We knew this one was due to come out because it was dead and it was starting to rot away. And shortly after the incident with Raoul, where he fell out of a tree for different reasons, this tree fell down while he was at the woodland. It very nearly hit him. And so this is one of the reasons that we're prioritizing, above all else, the removal of these pine trees, because, you know, had this fallen while people were camping at the woods, or we were having an event at the woods or whatever else, it could have caused some serious injury. And, you know, it's very, very rare occurrence that would ever happen, but it's just not worth the risk from our own perspective. So these pine trees, particularly the ones that are either dead or collapsing onto each other at 45-degree angles, but these are the pine trees that do need to come out, because we do need to make the woodland safe. And getting this processed is going to be a bit of a task, but we are going to get there sooner or later. The the pig that was featured in a lot of our videos in times past has also obviously been a casualty of the tree falling down. And it's a little bit funny, really, because I actually moved the pig here temporarily for some photo and video footage, because originally the pig was actually in the orchard over there, but it kept getting in the way, if you like, of the footage that I wanted to take, because I didn't want the plastic pig in all of our publications. So I moved it out the way with every intention of putting it back. But it just found its new home here, in amongst the raspberry plants that were planted by Wayward down here. And sadly, it's been crushed by the tree. But that to one side, I think that pretty much wraps things up here. I am going to be hopefully meeting Raoul a little later on today. I think he's going to be joining the video call with this tree surgeon. And so I'm just going to take some footage now for him, so he can get an idea of the rather mammoth task ahead of him. So, with all of that said, I think we're done here. If you want to learn more about Stomaria, or play an active role in our development and expansion, visit our website at www.stomaria.com and find out what it means to be a Stomarian.